without dark.
Forbidden pleasure, the right to live, a time to die.
What do you think about the whole what do you look at today, like, as a for me, you know, the whole metal scene, the underground metal scene right now was what hardcore was to me when I was a kid, and I was like 13, 14. You know, what Minor Threat and Black Flag were doing is no different than what I think Dark Throne or Emperor were doing a few years ago. So what do you think about, as far as the European scene and metal versus like what's happening in American metal? Because I'll be honest with you, there's not many American bands like we've talked that I listen to that are really like black metal or whatever kind of underground metal that are really, really like inspiring to me. You know, there's a couple things you've put on your label, like that Summon, the Thornspawn, I really dug, and but it seems like predominantly in recent years, why do you think it is that so much of the music that's coming out of Europe is so much more, to me, meaningful and hateful? It seems like there's a general angst there, and you've been there many times and are friends with all these people.
I would have to agree with that. Basically, I think you hit it right on the head when you said that it reminds me also of what was going on in the early 80s with the whole punk explosion that we had for a while. I think that it started over there. The whole black metal scene started over there, and they did it out of pure rebellion. They didn't like what was going on. They didn't like the whole way that death metal had changed into something else. All the sweatpants and everyone had to have the same guitar sound and the same tones. So I think that the early black metal was like kind of almost a backlash against what was going on in the U.S. because in the late 80s, U.S. death metal started getting real big. Everyone was recording at Morrisound, and that was the end thing to do. And I think a lot of the black metal went back to embracing the true, for lack of a better word, the true dark side of what metal had started out in the 80s with bands like Death and Celtic Frost and all of that. And to me, now so many of the bands that come up in the U.S. are just kind of like imitations of what's going on or what's already passed. And then you have a few exceptions, like a band like Thornspawn, who have their own influences but are trying to put their own twist on it. So to me, I think that Europe has always been a step ahead. You had Sodom over there first, you had Venom over in Europe, Celtic Frost, and all the bands that are still a major influence. The U.S. came back with Slayer, who to me, the old Slayer is still some of my very favorite music ever, but if I had to list my top 20 bands, I'm sure 15 of the 20 in a metal category would be European bands.
Yeah. And what are you listening? What are you predominantly listening to now, inspirationally, or reading, or film-wise? What are your influences?
Well, musically, I really don't listen to anything to get inspired by. My inspiration comes more from stuff like watching horror movies or things that I think of. It's almost like every song for Necrophagia is like a small script to a movie. I can actually visualize a lot of what's going on in that. Musically, I listen to a lot of the early 90s black metal. I still listen to the Sex Pistols. There's not a whole lot of newer bands that I've heard in the last few years other than bands that I've signed. And of course, Amen. I mean, not just because you're sitting here, but I genuinely like it. If I didn't, but there's just not that many bands that actually have any kind of influence on me anymore. Early influences, like I said, would be the Plasmatics. Are probably my biggest influence ever, although you're not going to directly hear that in what I do. But the Plasmatics, the Sex Pistols, Venom, Celtic Frost, and Merciful Fate are probably the biggest influences I've ever had, along with movies like The Exorcist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beyond, Zombie, New York Ripper. I mean, that's where my influences come from.
And then, like with the Fulci type, what was the? There was so much on the last, the full album. What was so passionate about him for you?
Well, I think that Fulci was definitely a pioneer I was really young when I saw the movie Zombie for the first time, and I'd seen a lot of stuff, the George Romero Living Dead movies and that, but when I saw Fulci's, it was so crude, but yet it took it to more of an extreme. And one of the scenes to this day that people still talk about is when the girl is getting her hair pulled, and she's going closer and closer to that splinter, and you're just waiting for the camera to cut away, and it never does. And when you see that splinter actually enter her eye and her eye just explode, to me that's something I'll never forget. So I think that he was someone that was willing to, he obviously had his own influences, but he took it and ran with it, and took it to an extreme that no one else had went to at that point in time. And with Holocausto de la Morte, it was kind of my way of paying tribute to him, because I still think that
Apparently we got hit already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they hit me because that was a long interview. But oh well, we'll wait till they tell us we're back, and then we'll just come back.
Oh well.
Oh
well.
I'm already on my ass. It's gonna be an all talking episode.
Yeah. Well, no, it's because that band Amen's probably on it. You know, it's funny. I've tried sharing news, just news. Like there was a news footage of a ship in the ocean, whoosh, doing all this shit, and I got flagged for that because I used that in this little thing I made a long time ago. Like, what? That's
no shit.
for real? Yeah, that wasn't even like pop stuff, but I guess because they had like rights or whatever to that crap, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean,
You
I can
know
see
how it goes.
Yeah, the chat will let us know when we're back.
The Amen dude called his folks at Roadrunner.
Right? Hey, they're showing me unannounced, man.
Yeah, right. I want what? What does he say? Yeah, he goes, that'll be $8. That scene from Coming to America.
Yeah,
that'll be $8.
So we'll go ahead and have a long intro talk to get out of the whole, zone.
I reckon so. Did you just start? Was that your first opening clip?
No, I played a song from Season of the Dead, and then I played the video.
No, because my internet's in and out. I might have to jump to my phone later, but it actually went out and then went back on and then went out again and then went back on again. So perfect timing. It started at 6. I've been battling it for an hour.
Francisco, damn
already.
Probably because I played a video. That's what they always seem to be most touchy about is videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
News stuff. Yeah, because there's a lot of advertisement, I think, that maybe gets involved with the news stuff. So, they're gonna want to be like, hey, you don't have the rights for that clip.
Yeah, that was an exclusive to a CD from 30 years ago, man.
I wonder if that's ever gonna change, dude. Like all you're doing is promoting. Like, what's the word? You're not even making money on this.
Especially when you Okay.
Like, are we back
now? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Back.
Boom.
Here we are. Sorry about that, everyone. I thought a short little interview clip wouldn't get us, but it got us because
I like that thorn spawn flex you put on there. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was on purpose.
Of course, that was a good flex, man. That's very, very cool. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, everyone? No, but that dude was the biggest fucking supporter of Thornspawn back in the day. He was. He generally fucking any band he signed, he was really working hard to get them out there and promoted and get them heard and shit, man.
Yeah, he didn't have a big collection. Like, there wasn't a lot of bands. Was that Red Stream, or who was that?
How did he do? No,
because I saw his stuff was on Red Stream.
Baphomet. He was signed to Red Stream, Necrophagia, but I think Baphomet was through Necropolis. He got a deal through them, so they would do all the promotion and manufacturing. I don't know all the details of the deal, but he had control of the label. He signed the bands and they would put it out. So I don't know how they did the breakdown of whatever, but that was
sounds like a PR guy almost, right? Or an AR, PR, one of those R guys, representatives.
Yeah. I mean,
bring them in. Oh,
he signed
talent. What do they call them? Talent
acquisition,
agents. Yeah,
talent
yeah,
agent.
yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, he had a good ear for black metal that wasn't getting played anywhere else. You know, he got Demoncy on the label, got Summon, got Antaeus, you know, and more. You know, stuff that probably the other labels weren't going to look at.
I mean, that was the timing of it all, right? There was a lot of
Yep.
fucking bands, dude. You know,
A lot of bands and a lot of European elitism, or more not even European, dude. It was just mostly Scandinavian. They were like, well, because everybody was sucking them off at the time, so they were just like, the heads were up in the clouds. They just thought they were the greatest fucking shit in the world at the time.
That, and it kind of ruined their own scene, because most of those bands who came out organically that way or turned into that from their hardcore or death metal earlier chapters, right? And they turned into that. They left that right away. As soon as everybody started doing it, they all got real heady. They started doing like avant-garde black metal or experimental cosmic black metal, or they just added a bunch of prefixes to black metal, and
it really wasn't black metal anymore.
Nah. It was black metal sounding music. I talk about that a lot. Black metal sounding.
One of the funny things, though, I do know that the Scandinavian scene loved fucking Necrophagia. Like, they were fucking into it. And I think that has to do with, Killjoy's early correspondence with Euronymous from way back when, from
Maniac,
the 80s.
Yeah.
And Maniac and all them guys, he was writing them. So I guess, they were one, look at that. Thank you, Ryan Parsons. Fuck yeah.
I agree. That's why we're all here.
Yeah. And that's one thing I wanted to discuss with you, JD, is, you always have this argument. Who was the first death metal record? Seven Churches or Scream Bloody Gore? What about Season of the Dead? It came out a couple months before Scream Bloody Gore.
And they sang, like the genre name says, it's metal of death, like purely. It wasn't like a protest music, or it was death, actual dying in bodies. And when death metal was a lot more to the point,
Yeah.
and then that got done so many times, it got masticated to liquid, that people just had to try different things, or else you're just singing about another corpse again, or you're singing about another, you gotta get creative after a while.
Did Necrophagia really take the death in death metal and put it forefront? I mean, it was all about zombies and, and things of that nature, I mean, look at
it
the
was
cover.
like Autopsy with magic, like throw in like supernatural into Autopsy, and that to me was more Necrophagia, because it was all rotting corpses, but it was like black witches and dark.
Yeah, I could
like
go along. It had a black magic edge to it. There was always like
So here's the
sorcerer.
question: black metal or death metal? Necrophagia.
Or was it? Let's be the first Black Death
Black Death, dude.
record.
I
Was
know
it
this
the
sounds
first
silly,
Black-
but it's kind of a
and
thing.
when you're looking at the subject matter. I mean, Possessed obviously was doing in satanic lyrics, primitive as they
With a
were.
thrash. It was like a
What-
death thrash, black thrash.
Yeah,
Possessed.
but Necrophagia, like you said, this is the first scene or album that was spawning the Black Death, like before there was even a Black Death scene, did they somehow stumble upon it with Season of the Dead?
Now that I think about it, it makes total sense, because later, like when I say later, I mean like 98, 99 later, right? Black Death was like brutal death metal with extreme black metal, but this is proto-death, proto-black at the same time. So it's like proto-death, black death. That's weird, man. They're all tags, but it does help you understand the intent and the motif behind the music,
Yeah, and I always thought too, like, is it? The guitar tone is so fucking heavy on this album too. I always thought, like, really crunchy for its time compared to a lot of other records. What do you think?
On which one?
Season? We're
Season?
talking about Season. Yeah.
Seasons? Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know, man. I don't know if it was that crunchy compared to a lot of the hardcore bands that were around. They were way more brutal, But like what was weird is it had chorus, and it felt like an amalgamation of like Nuclear Assault's Game Over and like Venom guitar tone kind of put together in a weird way. That was like, it's one of those albums where you can press play for like a little bit, and I'm gonna recognize, because just by how it sounds, that's a very particular tone.
Yeah, and the steady double bass drumming that would really become utilized in, you know, death metal albums and all that, all throughout season.
Yeah, no triggers there, my friend.
No,
Sounded
no,
like
no.
cardboard boxes. Awesome card.
Yeah,
Dude, but you can't fix that. If you fix that, you're gonna fuck it up. Like, it's gotta stay like that, you know. Can't go and like remaster Telocico, dude. It's gotta stay the
No.
way it is, man.
What about Killjoy's vocal performance though, compared to what was going on at that time?
You see, that's the thing, because like, if you listen to the way he sounded on the demo, like before this release, it was also different. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So like,
yeah. The demos are way different to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
yeah. And
They-
and this album was a little more like committing to like the Gremlin.
Yeah.
You know, that, like,
insane. Yeah.
Blood coming out of your mouth while you're singing, juicy, you know. And I mean, supposedly Maniac got his big influence from this guy, from Killjoy, you know, and he does sing that way. When you heard them together on Wardulok, it's like fucking Killjoy and Killjoy Jr. It was awesome.
Yeah. Dude, so I think it was, I want to say 99 Milwaukee Metal Fest. I'm just a goober out there with some demo CDs, you know, walking around giving them to anybody who'll take them. So I didn't even know Killjoy yet, right? So I'm walking by the Necrophagia Red Stream little area, and he's there, and I'm like, I didn't even know, you know, that they were reformed or whatever. I'm walking by, and I'm like, ah, cool. And he goes, and he's like, oh, here you go, and he signed his name and gave me like a promo with the glossy, you know, whatever they wore back then, you know.
Oh shit, cool.
Yeah, I still have it. It's
Oh,
buried
flex.
in- yeah, but
I was gonna say go get it, but when you said buried, I said never mind.
Yeah, I would have to go through a ton of shit, but he was doing that to anybody that was walking by. You know, this is like the old school days. And I'm like, cool. And I go, oh, well, hey, dude, check this out. And I handed him a Thornspawn demo, and he goes, oh, cool, I'll check it out. And I
And
went
he
on
did.
with my merry day, you know. And then about 2 weeks later, I get an email from him, and I'm like, hey, that's Necrophagia, dude. And he's like, dude, this shit fucking, you know, he was into it. I'm not gonna sit here and repeat
Timing.
everything, but
He
yeah,
felt
he
it,
was
dude. It
into
hit
it,
him.
and that's when he announced he was doing his label, and it just all fucking came together. So
I'm happy for you, man. That's fucking badass, dude.
it was
I
just,
wish-
you know, silly luck too at the same time. You know what I mean? I was just walking by, you know, looking for black metal imports. That's all I did back then. I was like, we're gonna find some black metal imports. Looking out. And it was just luck, you know, and he really dug it.
Hey, wait, let me flex on my cool ass shirt. Check this out. Watch. Look,
Yeah,
it may
let's
look
see.
like any old Mayhem shirt, but you
Go
can't
up
see
some.
it.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's embroidery. That's all thread, dude. That's like 3D.
What is that, like one of those Mexico ones from back in the
Hell
day?
yeah! I live right by
Yeah,
the border,
those shirts
dude.
rule, dude. I remember those bootlegs.
It's bootleg up there. And the back is another front cover. It's like two front covers. Like, you don't know which way to wear it, but the neck tells you which way to wear it.
I have a
Yeah.
couple of those, and Fruit, dude, has a shit ton of those shirts, like from Breweria. Yeah, like it's with that stitching in there and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like embroidery. Right, it's a fantastic feat of art, man. I mean, they're screen printing, and then they're embroidering on a
Over,
specific
yeah.
spot. And like that's work I do. You know, I work at a print shop where we
So
do
you know
embroidery.
the-
And how
the
the
effort.
hell did they do this? Took some ingenuity, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all. I just got a tour shirt from White Worm Cathedral.
That was you know what? Yeah, that's the later era, but I mean they played fucking heavy. I saw them do. What was it, that or the one after that where they played at? Was it Bonds? No, not Bonds. It was that
No.
where next to Bonds, where it was like windows all the way across. It was street level. It was right next to it.
Corova.
Corova. Yeah. Noelia and I went and saw him there. That was
Okay?
That was fucking awesome, dude. They were
I was,
opening for 1349 or who was it?
No, Venom Inc.
No,
Yeah.
no, not when I saw him.
It must have been a different tour then.
It must have been a different tour.
Because
yeah.
2016, it was Venom Inc., Necrophagia, and Hod. So
Yeah, you guys weren't there.
yeah, we got to play. Oh yeah, here's a flex. So of course, me and Killjoy were just hanging out and talking, right? He goes, hey, follow me. And I'm like, okay. Followed him. He took me down into the Corova basement and got to meet, to hang out with Mantis and Abaddon.
Cool.
He was like, hey, he's my good friend Carl and his wife. Been a fan forever. And they were like, oh, hey, mate, what's up? And they took pictures and blah, blah, blah. It was a fun fucking time, dude.
Yeah, I played that show at the Fitzgerald's in Houston.
Did you?
I was playing bass with Spectral Manifest. It was Spectral Manifest, and then went into Necrophagia, and then Venom Inc. So I got to hang out with Mantis and Abaddon and shit. There's a video I took, sitting next to Abaddon while he's drumming with his fucking shades on. All badass, dude. He's got those fucking shades on, rocking it, dude. I think they were playing fuck. If it was either Bloodlust, I think, or Warhead. I think they were playing Warhead, and everybody was singing along, dude. And I just grabbed my phone. I was like, y'all are missing out. Boom. I turned the camera around. You see everyone like, dude.
Those
Abaddon.
Venom Inc. shows were fun. And their set list ruled. I mean,
Yeah,
they played all the shit everybody wanted to hear. And I really liked it. I mean, it's a shame that, they couldn't keep together with Mantis and Abaddon. Because Abaddon was really cool, dude. He came out after the show, still wearing his shades. And just
He looks younger than I'd expect him to.
Yeah, he
reason.
looks good
What's up
for
with
his
that?
fucking age, man.
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
metal, dude. He came out and started signing and just being cool with everyone. And I was just hanging out with Killjoy. And then, my wife's like a super huge Venom fan. So she was all
Cool.
happy that I got to meet them and take pictures and all that.
100%.
So, but back
Yeah.
to Killjoy, dude.
Okay.
This dude was cool. And then, we exchanged phone numbers. So he calls me up. Now I'm like, hey, dude, we were just talking about metal and music and his label and all that. But this is how committed he is, bro. He I kept hearing him go, out. Ouch. And I was all. And finally I said, hey, dude, why you keep saying ouch? Or were you stepping on something? He goes, and he started laughing. He goes, no, I'm down in my basement, my cellar. He goes, and I don't clean it. So there's fucking a lot of spider webs on the ceiling. He goes, and he says it's covered in cobwebs, but he says the little spiders come down from it and bite. I was like, dude,
Aggressive spiders. Instead of running away, they're running at you.
Yeah, he says there's just so many of them, so they would do their thing, and he was like, ow. And I'm
That's
like,
fucking hilarious.
dude, that's kind of not crazy. I mean, they have all those spiders and cobwebs up in your basement, but he was into it. He lived the horror of it all.
I just remembered something. When that show at Fitzgerald's, which is the same, probably like the day after or before the one that you saw, I believe they had a chick on bass.
Yeah,
It was a
they did when
it
we
was a
played.
girl on bass and a guy on guitar, or a girl on guitar and a guy on bass, or there was a girl added to the strings that wasn't there the first time we saw them. I remember that was something different. Maybe she was with one of the other guys or whatever, but they played really, really good both times, man. That lineup, the drummer, he's like this real skinny, like methy looking dude. He was on drums.
I think I'm gonna have a video of that lineup. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
cool.
I do.
Yeah,
And,
that'd be neat to see.
That was another thing. This dude did not let lineup changes get to him. Like, he always came around with a whole new lineup, and it always sounded good. Like, I don't know if you ever noticed that. Like, so on the albums, a lot of new lineups and this and that.
About 3 eras, I would say, at least 3.
Yeah. He had the whole Norwegian lineup, at one point with all Norwegian guys, and then whatever, and I just lost track. I was like, as long as Killjoy's in it, I guess that's all that matters. So, we're talking about Seasons of the Dead. Let's see if they'll let me play another track here. and if we get booted, we'll just come back and talk.
Cool.
We'll wrap up seasons. I know we're jumping around, and don't worry about that. But let's add this. We're gonna play Reincarnation. Let me pop that up.
I'm gonna pull up the lyrics while you're doing that.
What's body and soul believed to be a final state? Man's arrogant perception of the great mausoleum sanctuary blind. Portal back to the dimension of life. Disease, souls of wretched past, far worse than heaven has cast. Body dead now brought to life. Supernatural evolution, creating a new form of man. Emulate flesh and life, transcend from the rest. Hunger of the dead pulsates in their blood. Rebirth of the damned hordes of mankind, breaking law of nature, break the threshold of time.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Brutal lyrics. Dude.
Yeah. That was fucking cool. Yeah, Killjoy always had like sick fucking lyrics. So, Season of the Dead comes out. It's like, I think it's well received underground. It was the problem I always thought with new Renaissance bands, they couldn't compete with the Combats and the Metal Blades and all that on promotion and things like that. So I bought it when it came out. I bought the cassette actually when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Got
True
it.
cult classics.
Yeah. So then, the band kind of just goes into obscurity, right? It's like they're not around anymore. As far as I know Killjoy was doing other things, but Necrophagia we didn't hear from, and then until the late '90s, they're back. Like I was just saying, and I was like, what, Necrophagia? I thought they had been broken up or whatever, and then you hear about this new album coming out, Holocausto del Morte.
Oh well, I'm gonna fact check you because that was 87 was the first one. What you just mentioned is 98, but I just saw there's a 1990 album called Ready for Death, full length.
Is that the okay? Now that's where I get confused. Now is that the Killjoy thrash album that a lot of people renamed for, or was that an actual Necrophagia release?
It was an actual Necrophagia release, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think there was also like compilations and best ofs and stuff that had like re-releases of the old demos. But yeah, Death is Fun. That's the other one. Death is Fun. This is Ready for Death. I get those two titles fucked up. So Death is Fun is the compilation. Yeah.
Death is Fun is the compilation.
Right. So Ready for Death is in 90, and then Holocausto de la Muerte came out, and that album fucking rolls, dude.
Yeah, because I know there's a thrash thing he did in the 90s, early 90s, and I always wonder, is that
maybe it's that? Maybe that's
are they just
know.
renaming it that because it was unreleased and then it came out or something? Yeah, not the expert on that, but I'm gonna go jump ahead.
Yeah, sure.
to Holocausto, and then we find out. Thank you, Nodelia. Cabal. That's the thrash thing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm looking at the notes for Ready for Death. It was supposed to be their debut in '86, but illegal activities of the band, blah, 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 blah. Stuff got stolen. Things got lost. Copies of the master research. So it was like album 2 was album 1, and album 1 was album 2.
So it's like, see, I didn't even know that. That's like a Abomination kind of situation.
What's the other one? Abominations and the first album, Altars. Yeah.
Altars, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just like that.
I don't have the Cabal. I heard it in the past, but I do not have it.
Yeah, but to what you were saying, the Holocausto de la Muerte, man, when that album came out, dude, I mean, it
Let's
was
talk
like
about that because, it's controversial because the guitarist, with a lot of people, I was there and a lot of people were like, fuck that, that dude's from Pantera, he can't play death metal and this and that.
Yeah.
And, being involved in the black metal scene, which was like the most intolerant scene at that time, I hear what they're coming from and all that, but then I have to say, but then again, the music speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And
and the ambiance came on strong. See, that's a thing. Like Seasons of the Undead or Seasons of the Dead, that album has an ambiance, despite like how loose the drums are being played or how obscured and kind of the vocals kind of crackle. You can hear his voice kind of give out every now and then, but it's like it's got this overall picture of like darkness and magic. And this album is like also has a lot of like character to it, just like the opening riff to and you hear the talking in the background. Oh, dude, that shit, they did a great job, dude.
Yeah.
This album also unsung hero Wayne Fabra, the drummer. He's been also one of my favorite drummers that this band has ever had. Just big old dude, the big old bald guy with a fucking mustache. Plays
I know
real
what you're
heavy.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy fucking ruled, dude.
He's a good punk rock drummer.
I did not know that.
Yeah. What the fuck did he plays in a band, I can't remember. I should have done more research, but Killjoy told me it was like a
Find it.
Ghost something or anyway.
Graveyard Rodeo.
There you go.
1979. Damn.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And then he did Christ Inversion with fucking what's his name from Tempora's on vocals
Phil.
also.
Yeah.
Phil. But anyways, that's
I
another
wanted to
conversation.
get into what I think Anselmo did. What was his name in fucking Necrophagia? Fucking Alistair or something or
Anton Crowley.
Anton
Or
Crowley.
Anton
Yeah.
Crowley. Yeah, like Anton
Yeah.
LaVey and
Because they couldn't use his name for obvious reasons.
Managers shit and whatever.
But we gotta stop for a second because T-Bone showed up, so you know what that means. T-Bone.
Yeah, you better be careful with that bass lick. Boom, right away you're gonna get knocked out, dude. Be careful.
They're gonna get me.
They pull that plug on you.
You're taking Seinfeld now? That's it. So I think he obviously brought their new sound into a new era because he mastered that fucking chun 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 the chugga chugga, dude, made it fucking just heavy as fuck for them.
Let me give you a gear nerd thing about that chunk, specifically about that chunk. So let me show you. It's part of a show and tell.
All right, as he does the show and tell. So yeah, much as maligned old Phil is, he really brought the Necrophagia sound into the modern sound that we are kind of all know Necrophagia for now. So while JD moons us, we will be coming. Oh.
So this is the exact guitar model that he used for the recordings for all those albums he did. It's an SG, it's American SG, but it was like it doesn't have the glossy finish on it. It's more of a satin finish, And these pickups are horrible. Like I replaced this pickup for a much better one, but the ones that come with the guitar, yeah, they're American, yeah, they're hand wound and all that fancy pantsy bullshit. But the tone is horrible. So, in fact, that this is the exact guitar, aside from seeing it in music videos, is when he goes chung 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 chung. It's got like it's almost like feedback wants to creep in while he's chugging. Like the feedback is fighting his signal. It's like chung, chung, chung. It's just, and it sounds kind of crackly. It doesn't sound real like thick. It sounds kind of like crackly and kind of dirty.
Yeah.
These pickups that came with this guitar are like a little lower output, so they don't push your distortion that hard. So you raise the height of the pickup and then you get some sustain, but then it wants to feed back. So what I'm trying to get to is, before I changed this pickup out, I played this guitar with the pickup it came with. I could mimic that shit. Dude, you couldn't tell the difference. I was like, dude, it's the Necrophagia crunch. Like, with this guitar, it's crazy, man.
We're gonna have a demonstration of that.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Let's first. Let me look at something real quick before I
Okay.
commit to something I can't do. Here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That was my fault. Threw you off.
No, not at all. Not at all.
This guitar's for sale, by the way.
All right, we're gonna watch a silly video from their Through the Eyes of the Dead DVD. Hopefully they don't fucking zap me. But it's Embalmed Yet I Breathe, and we're gonna hear that guitar tone. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the ending. The zombie just decides to party instead of eating her.
That chick wiggles her wacky pumpkins around. She makes me laugh, dude. That shit always cracks me up.
It's so silly. It's almost. It's like.
But
There
on
you go,
meth
Fraser.
or on paint.
Yeah, she's all fucking. No, I mean that's obviously the great appeal of it. It's so low budget and cheap. It makes it awesome, because they're going for it, man. Yeah.
A lot of
So
DIY magic. And speaking of DIY,
so you're saying that guitar had the tone.
yeah,
I think you laid out some facts here because you and your better half do a cover of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Would you like to show the masses your cover of your?
Well,
or talk about or lead into it a little before we play it.
I'll give you a lead into it. So it was 2020, and all that dumb shit happened, and so everybody was stuck at home. And me, being a performing artist, I kind of got a little bit shocked. I was like, "Dude, what are we gonna do? We can't play. We can't do nothing." So it was a big part of my life that kind of got put on the side burner for a couple years or a year or so. So since me having all this gear, I was like, "Hey, man, I'll keep performing per se, online and keep my chops going, right?"
Yeah.
And so I did like a bunch of covers, like every day, covers, and then I did. Then my brother, one of my good friends, Pickles, died. He died, and so that like fucked me up a lot. And Noelia and I were real already in a funk because of everything that was going on in the air, and then something. Yeah, and something close to home, something like that. It was really, really, really bummer, dude. Big bummer. Changed our lives in a big way. And so so I started doing more. Now I was doing like more in depth, like editing. I was like, you know what? Like I was literally at home for about a month before I went back to work, and everything was shut down. And so like I was like editing like crazy. I started recording multi-camera angle tracks and fucking around with video software and whatever. And we covered the same song, and I did it. Aside from being a huge fan, I was like, hey, I got that guitar, and I kind of mimicked that sound. Let me see if I can like hear it. And yeah, it came pretty damn close as far as the guitar. You'll hear like this kind of like messy sloppiness to it. It sounded really cool. And it was like a tribute. So like I made this video where I was setting up my studio to start making videos. So it was like the first video. And whatever, there's me pulling out cables and stuff. I pull out a mask. That was a Total Human Genocide Division 218 mask and Picos and all that stuff. It was a tribute to him. We did that one, and we did another song literally dedicated to him, but the other song. But anyways, there's an intro in the beginning. If you all watch the playback of this video, it's on my channel. And about like the 2-minute and 30-second mark is where the actual song starts. So
yeah, I think I recorded right around before it starts, so
yeah,
check it out,
cool.
Man. This is
all right,
JD and Noelia covering some Necrophagia. What an
Same
SG. Same song.
Song.
Let's criticize.
You need to compare it. Yeah, let's criticize it.
All right, dude. That was fucking killer.
Yeah. Yeah, you all can find that on my channel. Just put Necrophagia and then put negative audio, and you'll find it. And I don't know, on my side, it's like, it's all like, I don't know, glitchy and buffering or whatever. This could be because it's like an upload of a reload and an upload and whatever. So if y'all want to watch that, check it out.
You'll get a cleaner version for sure, straight from the site. My old computer's trying to run all these different processes. It's like, help. But no, I do agree. The guitar tone has the tone.
Somebody put dirty ass metal. I think it was MPD. Yeah, it's very filthy.
Yeah,
that's that tone that guitar can make. You know.
And it does a pretty damn good Killjoy.
I mean, she has her own timbre, but it's she can like get it just a little bit filthier because that's how he sang, like a little bit.
That like you said, that gremlin creature. Yeah, it's there, dude. It's definitely there. Yeah, might be produced better than the original, but it sounds,
I don't know. Better's what is it? A subjective or whatever?
Yeah. That could just be me.
Which word it is.
But anyway, yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you guys on, because I know you guys are into Necrophagia.
Oh, totally, dude. Big inspiration for us in a lot of stuff that we've done and are doing. You know, the Ravenous, all the stuff. Noelia got real into Haxan, which is like one of the last projects he did before he passed away.
Uh-huh.
And when he passed away, I mean, we were following it, you know. And it was pretty sad. It was pretty heavy, you know. And we got to meet him.
Yeah.
We weren't like best friends with him like you were and shit.
I wasn't best friends with him. Let me tell you, Killjoy knew fucking everybody, dude.
Yeah.
It was just weird. He's one of those guys. He just fucking knew everybody. And he if you were friends with him or acquaintances, he would give you the fucking time and just hang out and talk, and want to fucking. Yeah, I talked to him a lot, obviously, in the beginning with Thornspawn and, the starting of the label because, it was exciting. Everything was launching, I think, we were one of his, I kind of got the feeling we were one of his favorite bands on the label, but he might just did that to everybody, you never know.
I'd rather be treated like that than the contrary, I'd rather at least feel like I'm that important.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was cool, we... Whatever, and he pushed us. He got us on Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Sick.
Even though it was weird, we had to play against Mayhem, but we still had a good crowd.
But you know what? That was Mayhem, Grand Declaration of War Mayhem, right?
Yes, it was.
So that's a good time to play next to Mayhem.
Yeah. So
everybody was hating.
You wouldn't believe how many fuck Mayhems were being shouted while we were playing, dude. It was outrageous.
Yeah, that's perfect time for you guys.
Probably like 100 or 150 people in that little room watching, going crazy. So that was fun. And Killjoy was up front the whole time. And he goes, Maniac's going to be fucking pissed at me. I didn't watch him. He goes, well, I had to fucking see Thornspawn.
Well, you're a lucky guy. Lucky bird.
Well, do what you can. But let's jam some stuff from Holocausto. I know we just watched the video. Let's listen to a song, Deep Inside I Plant the Devil Seed. That's one of my favorite tracks off of that one. So let's get
Sounds
that
like a good
rolling.
time.
Good times. Here we go.
Imagination spread man the line of hell, festered in the bowels
So there, the fucking Holocausto della Morte. Now I thought fucking old Anselmo, Anton Crowley, was pretty fucking good with little like chugga chuggas and then the open high notes and all that. Really like gave it a creepy sound. It matches the Fuki or Fucci, or how do you say Fuki? I'm gonna say Fuki. Italian horror movie vibe, right? It gives all type of creepy atmosphere as such, and rules, man. And it's a little bit faster too. Got some good fucking fast thrash rhythms going on in there. Fraser's all about Viking Crown. So let's play another track from Holocausto. Let me get back into the thingamajig here. Everybody gets ready to roll. We're going to play something. No, you know what? We already played. We're heading on. We're going on to Black Blood Vomitorium. Because I forgot I played the other jam. So this is their EP that came out after Holocausto. And this fucking rules. Get that one too. This is like kind of more mandatory Necrophagia. I know there's a lot of stuff, a lot of splits and bootlegs that came out. And I'm not going to be able to play all that. So I'm sticking to the main releases here. Let's get into this. Dun, 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 dun. Damnation, domination, sin, the bridge, source, love, the end of the sea, crying, the God, love, bleeding. Dawn, land, the dawn of dawn, God, jam, let, burn, living, fall, below, travel, let, move. As a sweating demons breathe dawn from the ancient world, apocalyptic prophecy.
Yeah, dude, rules.
Yeah,
Rules,
I
rules,
thought the vocal performance on Black Blood Vomitorium was fucking great. Totally fucking sick shit, dude.
Yeah, and I think Pancho Villa was also singing backup vocals, but yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know how true the story is, how accurate it is, but so like Phil Anselmo like reached out to this guy, and I guess kind of like was such a big fan that he maybe produced that all that stuff that he was in financially, and I'm glad because he brought Killjoy kind of like a new life, and he really started expanding his vocal performance. It wasn't like from Seasons of the Dead to now he already sounds a little bit different. I mean, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but he's added more fucked up sounds to his voice, more layers, to his vocal performance.
I'm pretty sure, real talk, as the kids say, Phil brought a lot of production values to the projects. He kind of probably knows a thing or two about production, and performing. So, yeah, from what I understand, I wish I had someone else to bring on, but that's what I heard too, that Phil was kind of pushing him to even start the whole band again. Originally, I know they had some type of falling out later. Obviously, I don't know the reasons, but I know
I'm sure drugs and all kinds of shit has a lot to do.
I mean, it's rock
from
and
both
roll.
of them, dude. God damn.
Yeah, they both party. There's no fucking hiding the fact that they like to have a good time. And
Yeah, and I mean, I want to say Phil Anselmo got a lot out of it, which is probably one of the biggest reasons why he was so hyped to do it. He associated himself with King of the Underground. And then through him, like
I was going to say, I know where you're going. Go ahead.
Yeah, it helped him get tighter with like the Norwegian connection.
Exactly.
It helped him get tighter with all those cats, and it wasn't like it wasn't welcomed. I guess those guys were a little bit stoked to meet him too at the time.
It's
the
funny
Moonfog guys.
Because it's different over there is what I'm starting to get the perception. Like over here, the old school metal guys are like, oh, Pantera, blah, blah. But over there, it didn't seem to be that way. It seemed like, they were excited and like, wow, Pantera,
It's like that saying goes, never know your heroes. You've heard that saying, never know your heroes. It's like a saying out there, because the more you know about these people, the less you're probably gonna like. So when you're separated with that distance, all they get is the promotion. All they get are the articles. That's all they get. It's kind of like how all we got was all the articles and shit that was going on in Norge when they were burning down shit and killing each other and doing all that crazy shit, right?
I just gotta say, Francisco, if you were here, hit him with an alert. Boom. Sorry, I just fucking with your Frazier. But yeah, I know. Yeah.
So.
It was like and it got to bring Killjoy out of the underground into a more people probably that would never listen to Necrophagia. Let's be real.
It's true. They were a cult. They were a band's band. They were a cult band. They were. All your heroes listened to him, and when people found out, that gave him even more clout. Like, dude, that's fucking crazy. So wait, Maniac actually likes Killjoy? It's like, yeah, dude, look. That's one of the cool things when you see people wear band shirts on the photos, and you're like, I want to check out those bands because those are the bands that these guys. It's kind of like that, and you turn all these eyes and spears face towards Killjoy, and you're like, wow, I didn't realize it till it was too late.
You turned the album over on Seasons and look at the thanks list.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking who's who.
Yeah.
Of the underground. now. Yeah. But it was like, he was named all these bands that were, pretty much unknown at the time, but, a who's who of fucking what's going on now.
I can see it right there, and I'm just like, oh, my knees fucked up. I can't climb up and get it, but damn it. Anyways, yeah, so to see someone like, oh, by the way, we have a guest. We have a guest
Another
who walked
guest
in.
has joined us. All
Who
right.
wants to flex on all you motherfuckers? She wants to show off all her kick at. Oh, damn, girl. It's so thick. Look at that. Jingles of CDs.
Damn,
and that's because
she's
this is
flexing.
only, this is, oh no, it's not only Necrophagia. She's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Some of
I
their
got a couple.
projects
I
as
got a
well.
couple too, but whatever.
Well,
Let me
if you've
get-
like been living under a rock, that
Get
is
your microphone. Go get your microphone. She's gonna
Yeah.
go grab her microphone real quick so she can join us.
Noelia is now joining us. Partner in crime with JD Hexea.
Yep.
Album coming out on Hell's Headbanger sometime next year.
I taught
Next year?
her everything she knows. Shh, don't tell her that. I taught her.
Oh,
everything
okay,
she knows.
okay.
Everything she knows. I taught her. Just kidding. Just
Yeah, she already knows you're talking shit.
yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Let's see. How about now? Can you hear me? Hello. Oh.
You're a little low.
Hello.
You gotta turn them
Camera
up.
1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1. There you go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? So, you're here on the Necrophagia special. What would you like to say about Necrophagia first and foremost before we even get into anything? I know you guys like Necrophagia, but I want to hear why Noelia likes Necrophagia and what appeals to her about them.
Well, I mean, shit. I got into Necrophagia because I heard the Ravenous first. I heard the
interesting.
I heard the Assembled in Blasphemy album first.
Which is
and-
killer.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." I remember when I heard it. I was driving down to the valley with this guy. And he had this CD. And so we were listening to it, and there I am. I grabbed the fucking CD, and I'm like, "Ooh, what's this?" Right? And I'm reading all the lyrics, and I'm like, "This is fucking disgusting. This is
That's good.
great." Just like really sick shit. And so I heard that, and I don't think I had ever at that time heard anything like that. I don't know. It was just really different for me. And I heard this song. It's because I was listening to more black metal at the time. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that
more-
would make
I was-
sense. Yeah.
I was listening to more black metal at the time, and then this kind of caught my attention, and I was like, "Hey, what's this?" But I remember listening to the album, and one song that stuck out was, oh shit, now I can't think of it, but I have the CD. So it's about keep my grave open. Yeah, a really slow, doomy song. This is a CD off of Assembled in Blasphemy, and I actually got this signed by him. I don't know if you can see it. Can you
But let
see
me put
that?
you solo, Matt. Be able to see it better.
Let's see
that
that
way.
signature or what?
Yeah, there you go. See, it says
Oh,
ass
yeah,
to
I-
ass on it. Do you see that?
Noelia, ass to ass.
So that's hilarious, because if you have the other stuff, there's a part in, man, I can't remember because it all mixes together for me. I want to say it's off a Legacy of Horror, off of one of the Necrophagia albums, and he's just going ass to ass, like over and over
Chant.
again. And there's like this, I think like an acoustic guitar or something like that in the background, but. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Okay, so when we went to go see them at Korova that one time, I do think that they were opening up for 1349, 1349,
Yeah, that must have been a different tour. Than
or
I
maybe
was
Goat
at.
Whore. I think Goat Whore was there. It was like 2015. Anyway, so I show up with some Ravenous CDs. I forgot a lot of my Necrophagia CDs, and I felt super stupid. Anyway,
He probably didn't care.
he signed a few of them, right? I've got a
Yeah.
few signatures here on in this collection. And when I was driving home, I opened it up and I was like, this shit says ass to ass on it. Like,
I didn't notice it. It was like afterwards.
fucking laughing so hard.
That dude
that
had a great sense of humor. That
Yeah.
sounds like a little slick, funny thing he would do. You know, you wouldn't even notice it. Till
Yeah,
later.
yeah. It was funny, and it's like we saw him a second time when they were playing Venom Inc. or yeah, it was Venom Inc.
Yeah, when I played it.
At Fitzgerald's, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get the rest of my CDs signed, right?
Uh-huh.
I didn't go because he like did something real perverted to me, like not to me, right? But like at me, like, but it was like stage stuff, like he
Oh, like when he was
like,
playing on stage?
yeah, when he was on stage and like he looked at me and he did something real gross, and I was like, ugh.
Gave you the heebie-jeebies for
Yeah,
a minute?
I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to go shopping. No, never mind, because I'm already shy as it is, right? But he was such a good performer that it really it looked real menacing.
yeah.
I was like,
got grossed out.
Yeah.
wait.
Like,
But no, back to Killjoy, back to the Ravenous. I think Killjoy was an amazing artist. He had like a great vision in the whole death metal horror thing, and the Ravenous is how I got into Necrophagia. And I remember hearing Embalmed Yet I Breathe for the first time when the YouTubes started. That video was posted up. Oh yeah, I have that video. It's like a compilation of those fucked up videos. Right? Was it through the eyes of the
Through the Eyes of the Dead, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
I think-
added more bonus stuff to the DVD, I think, than the VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You heard Embalmed Yet I Breathe.
Oh yeah, and so
Yeah.
I saw that video, and I was just so like, yeah, the boobs and the paint all over her face, like that. I know it's like, oh, that's ridiculous, but there was something so sickening about it and so absurd, and I just couldn't get enough of it. And plus, the riffs on that album are really good.
Wasn't that his wife in the video?
I think Phil's.
That's
Yeah,
Phil's
Phil
wife.
Anselmo's wife.
Yeah,
now
no,
ex-wife,
at
I
the-
think.
Yeah, at the time
Probably,
it was.
right?
But,
yeah,
I mean-
it was. Yeah, because she was in Necrophagia. She joined later on, I think. On,
Was that couldn't have been the same girl
That
we
was
saw.
her on White Worm Cathedral?
No, that's way
No,
later.
oh, okay.
No, but Cannibal Holocaust EP, I think she.
Oh,
was,
shit. I didn't know
did
that.
keyboards on that one, I think,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
from what I remember telling. Because
Yeah.
I can't wait. Oh.
Here's my other flex for you guys. I was gonna be the bass player till Phil Anselmo shot me down.
What?
Yeah, I'm not fucking bullshitting.
That's lame.
Killjoy announced it and everything. Well, he didn't announce me yet. He did like a preview announcement saying black metal member will be soon joining Necrophagia on bass, and it was supposed to be me, but then Phil was like, well, my friend lived here next to me, and it's just easier for us to rehearse, which I kind of get the logistics, whatever, So I kind of got the boot out, but that would have been fun. And Killjoy was like kind of mad, but at the same time, he I guess everybody understood the logistics of it all. I would have to drive to fucking New Orleans to go rehearse, when I think the dude that they had at the time was living with Phil or whatever, or some bullshit. Yeah, so yeah, that was a missed
That's
opportunity.
cool, though.
But
Yeah,
Killjoy believed in me enough; he wanted me to play bass. So that's my flex there.
I believe in you. You can still do it. No, you can't. You can't.
I was a little nervous too. I was like, "Oh shit, what if I fuck up?" I was fucking Necrophagia. But anyway,
Nah.
that happened. So, am I crazy? But I do kind of hear some Killjoy influence in your vocal style sometimes. Not like all the time, but is it there, or am I just hearing that myself? And I want to think that I hear that.
If it happens, it's not intentional. I will tell you that, like, I mean, I have, like, all this music, right? And when I listen to stuff and I get into stuff, like, I, like, study it. Like, it's really weird.
You get engrossed
like-
in it, right? You
Yeah,
like
just
this one, yeah.
completely, and I'll just listen to that for like ever until I'm done. And so if it's in there, like maybe
I would say
You might
maybe
hear it.
rhythmically. There's a couple tracks where rhythmically she's got that like.
it's not intentional though.
You know, like
Okay.
the spoken word, but it starts on the downbeat, and then it's like spoken word, and then it just starts on the downbeat, spoken word, instead of singing to the rhythm of the song. You know what I mean? Like, so Noelia does that, and on the new Hexea songs, you're gonna hear one or two songs at least that really are powerful that way, and it kind of like in the first, like in the Seasons of the Dead vocal patterns, so to speak. You know, it's like 1, 2, 3, go. And then I'm going to start telling you something really fucked up. But it's not with the guitar riff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
you mean like on Obsidian Night?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so.
Yeah,
it's-
you're like, can you sing like along with? I was like, no, that's not how it goes.
I told her, I
Just
go,
that's not how
sing
I
on
hear
the
it in
beat.
my
She's like,
head.
not this song,
Yeah.
not this song.
No, like
That's
sometimes
awesome.
I just have to put my foot down on that.
So that's
Hey.
kind of a Killjoy thing in there, for sure.
Well, I mean, speaking of the Ravenous, I mean, if you don't know, for some reason, I'm sure you do if you're watching this, that was basically him in Autopsy
Yeah,
with Danny Loker on bass.
yeah.
Fuck.
I mean,
so
it was
I-
like
Super
a
band.
That's
super
amazing.
fucking group, man.
Super
I got to
fucking
see
band.
them in when they played the California Death Fest back then or whatever.
Wow,
Sick.
Yeah.
that's
It-
cool.
They were they tore it up. Killjoy was very active, running around being a maniac, and everybody else. Reefert still had long hair, I think.
It was
And,
skullet style,
Yeah,
you know, kind of bald here and long on the back.
but the rest of the other two guys, I mean, they just went for it, dude. There's a on YouTube's, you can look it up. Someone posted it, and they're just like, it's an old video, obviously, but they're fucking going at it, dude. There's nonstop headbanging.
Sick.
Everyone, it looks great. I mean, and I remember like, damn, these fucking dudes are fucking killing it, man. And of course,
Yeah.
Lilker, he's in spikes and bullet belt, just headbanging away,
Hey,
man.
fuck yeah.
It's definitely worth getting into the rabbit.
Dan
So let's
Looker-
what you got there, Noelia? What CDs you want to show the crowd
okay.
here?
So, okay, it's like assembled in blasphemy there.
I'm just gonna put you guys solo so that you can see them better.
3 on a meat hook. This is also signed. It doesn't say ass to ass, but it does. In there, it says to Noelia, and they're right in. Like you can't see it. It's in pen. It's like a little squiggle right there. That's Dan Lilker's signature.
Badass.
Yeah, I got it when he was at the Gore Growlers ball.
Oh, with Brutal Truth.
Yeah.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Yeah, I got to meet him. He was cool.
This is the album that we skipped from the first album to this. Wait, no, this is the compilation. That's
Death-
right.
Death is
Demos,
fun.
right? and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. This is the one that's after that second album. This is
That thing's
91,
been
I
put
think.
out on like multiple different labels, I believe.
Yeah. Of course, Seasons of the Dead. We probably have like 2 or 3 copies of this album here.
Actually,
I think I do too. Yeah.
there's this.
Oh, that's a flex.
Hey, does
Yeah.
tell me if you recognize that marker shit right
That's
there.
that's a robot monster.
Damn straight, bro.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robot Monster. They moved again. Anyways, Harvest Ritual. This is already the different eras. Oh, here's the other Ravenous right here. Blood Delirium, or I forget what this one's called.
Ooh,
This one's fucking sick.
this
How many
one.
albums
This
did they
is
put
this,
out? Jeez.
this is
Like
one
3 or
of my
4?
favorite ones.
Are you gonna play anything from this album tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this album. This
That-
is good shit.
We should just talk about this album for a second because talk about
The keyboards.
oh man, talk about that, dude. Homeboy from Psy. Homeboy from
That's-
Psy
that's
joins
the whole-
Necrophagia.
That was
I
when
was
he
like-
got the whole new lineup, right?
Yeah.
That EP.
This is post.
I was like, is this Disintegration? Like The Cure?
Oh, the beginning of Disintegration, the
To
first song.
Sleep with the Dead. Yeah.
yeah.
Nombe, dude. Goblins Be Thine. This fucking album's
Yeah.
fucking mamalon, dude. 100%. So, anyways, there's a whole bunch more albums here. We got that one. We got. We just heard this. Right meow.
This was a gift from my late brother Picos. He gave this to me because he figured out, oh, she fucking likes Necrophagia like a lot. Yeah, he was like, I couldn't get into it, and he's like, you can have it, and I was like, okay, and he gave it to me.
Check this out. So
Oh,
this,
that's the blood one?
yeah, but it's so
Yeah.
old that it's falling
It doesn't-
apart.
it doesn't-
It's not more squishy no more. It's all
Yeah.
Oh,
stained.
it's kind
and
of all kind of this. I
Yeah,
think I have
that's
that
like-
version too.
it's all fucked
I
up already.
think that's the last one, or was
No,
it
no,
White
no,
Worm?
White Worm's
Yeah.
right there too. We got that right there, right? Death Trip 69. This is like, you know, towards the end already. More on the feeling and less on the riffage, right? Mira,
Yeah.
there's what you just played right now.
Yeah,
right?
God, I love that fucking EP.
Oh yeah.
Shit, this one's Mama Alone too, dude.
Oh yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Divine Art.
And then this Legacy of Horror.
I think I have that one as well.
Yeah.
Remember that
I think
Green
that's a
Zombie.
compilation, or what is
Yeah.
it?
comp.
And I think I got this from somebody that had a distro at a show. Goblins Be Thine I did get from a distro, like, what was his name? Rigor Mortis, or
Oh, from Corpus? No.
from
Rigor Mortis was
like
here.
Harlingen? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there was a guy here called Rigor Mortis. He did that.
like
He
he
had
had
a
a
little
little
distro.
the little distro, and
Yeah.
he had this, and I was like, oh, I fucking want that. And
You
I
got
think
it,
I got a Warju Lock or something from.
Do you have
him.
Cannibal Holocaust? The EP?
That's one of the few that we don't have.
Okay, that's a
No,
good
yes.
one too.
Wait, no, I do.
That's the one where Phil's wife.
It might be in the
started playing-
car.
Oh,
playing
yeah, it's in the
keys
car.
on the band in that one.
Who?
So his
Who's
wife.
playing keys? Oh,
Yeah,
Possibly,
I think
yeah.
that's when that happened. Oh, you guys want to listen to a jam? Let's see
dude,
what we got.
I don't know what you have next, but I'm looking forward to that Goblins Be Thine song.
No, we
Oh.
can jump around. It doesn't gotta play in order. Let's see
Look.
here.
Oh, we'll come back. We'll
Okay.
All right. Let me see. I have Sadako's Curse from Goblins. So we're going to jam that one. Do you guys hear me? Do you hear me? Testing, testing. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I-
The music cut out. I fucking hit a fucking line on my phone. Let me try something here real quick. Now there's an echo.
That was like from 5 minutes ago. Whoa.
I know.
It was my phone.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was,
okay.
That was
Freaking me
quite
out.
delayed.
Yeah, there's a.
I know what I gotta do. I gotta reset this motherfucker. Should fix. Alright, let's see here.
Now controlled by the beast. Children killing. Yes, yes, please.
Okay, we're back.
Dude,
Dude, that was so fucking heavy. Ridiculously heavy. So
And
I'm
all
kinda-
that came out of the Phil Anselmo era. I mean, to me, that's what I think. I mean, he wasn't in the band anymore at that point.
But yeah, he influenced their sound going forward.
Yep.
Like they, you know, they're gonna stick with that sound, right? It's pretty
100%.
much.
Hundo
get
percento.
Hondo percent. Let me get this. Because I remember he sent this to me. He sent me the CD and he put this in there. And I saw Chris said he got that poster sign. I go, oh yeah, that reminds me. I had to take a fucking picture of it real quick.
Is that
It's
also
in the
Dan
old-
Lilker's signature?
Right there in the bottom.
Necrophagia.
Yeah. Forgot that was there. Look, it's on the devil's ass.
It's on the.
Or
No, it's a
What they
demon.
do?
ass to
Ass
ass.
to ass. There you go. Ass to ass.
So, okay.
See?
Yeah,
they-
look. Dan Lilker signed this Ravenous CD. I forgot that he did this, but if you look at that little
Let me
that
put it
illus-
solo.
I got you.
that illustration,
There's this little squiggle line right there on that booty.
yeah.
Dude,
So I
did
think
you ever,
it might be on this album.
did you guys ever get those DVDs of the live I think Voodoo-Glock, however you say it, Voodoo-Glock or Necrophagia with the bonus
Voodoo-Glock.
shit, they're fucking knockoffs. Killjoy is always doing pranks and funny shit on there, so like to see that, it kind of goes with the theme of who they are, man. Because he was always funny on the phone and just hanging out. And he always seemed to have some beautiful woman on him, hanging on him too. Every time I saw him, this is random, dude. We had played in Cleveland, and then we were leaving. We got a text from Tom, said he was at the Ohio big harp convention. So it was like literally on the way, on the highway we were going. So we said, okay, we'll stop off. We go. We know we're not paying to get in, but we go into the bar. The bar is packed. We're hanging out. And I had to go back out into the van for whatever reasons. And I hear my name being called. Who the fuck knows me out here, you know? And I turn around and it's Killjoy. with with a female and entourage, and all this. It's like this fucking little guy, dude. Look at him, man. So yeah, he was there. And he was all excited. Obviously you see me there, and me see him, and it was fun. We went and we hung out and drank, and it was fun. He was a cool dude.
I'm gonna say he had clout, which is appealing to some people. He had some money, not a lot, but he had enough to where he could probably buy the drugs. And
Have a good party
How
time.
could you know that? You can't make that
because
assumption.
he was a drug addict, I mean, he used to use,
Also,
right?
another
and so
assumption you
a
can't
bunch
make.
of strippers are gonna
I don't
hang
know,
out.
people-
I'm not assuming who those girls were. I have no idea.
Okay, so one of his big girlfriends was Jenna Jameson, or right? Jenna Jameson, what was her name?
Yeah, the
Yes,
porn
the
star.
porn star. Yeah.
And so he was always like,
The Necro Diva. She's on the cover on the inside of one of these CDs.
oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But that's like a true deal. That's like a true story, right? And he was
No,
real adamant about sharing that
He was telling me
story.
about one time. It was like, oh yeah, I'm dating this girl. You've seen that movie Cemetery Man, and if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm all, yeah. And he goes, the chick in it, and I go, whoa, that Italian looking? And he's all, yeah. He goes, she looks just like her. And I'm like, fucking killed. Damn. Okay. Okay, so check this out.
Have you seen that movie Weird Science? Yeah. No, it looks like her.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, check this out. So
Oh.
you sent that to me once, so that
that's
was cool. Wow.
To
something
my
fell over.
my what?
Demon brother.
Demon brother Carl. Gore forever.
Killjoy.
Killjoy.
Yeah.
Sick.
Let the goblins be thine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like, they were really pushing that EP, man.
That fucking EV rules, dude.
Sorry
It's-
about the musical malfunction. I need
Sorry, man. I'll forgive you.
I
forgive you.
fucked it up. Show's over.
But he what was I gonna say? That was another thing I wanted to mention earlier. When Phil Anselmo, I guess I don't know if this is true, but I feel he's the one who reached out to Killjoy, because I don't think Killjoy gave a fuck.
I remember that might be the truth. I mean, we'll have to find out elsewhere, but I kind of remember that being the story. Yeah, like he was the one that reached out to him saying he wanted to work with him, and then it just became Necrophagia.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the thing with. That's another sign of his character. Like there was something alluring about his music, about his character, his lyrics.
We got John. John would know. John was a writer for Terrorizer. And,
sick.
Many zines. He's a friend of mine.
There you go. So that makes total sense then. So Killjoy, he's in his own world, He's creating things, from the beginning he's been like somewhat of a true creator, true innovator in his own world, right? And you got Phil, who's a fan. So he reaches out to him and helps him brings the band back. And it's just weird, like something around Killjoy's like persona. He had people from the other side of the world reaching out to him, And but what's really weird is he's relatively an unsung hero, because it's like the people who reached out to him are really big in the populace eye. They're very popular household names in the underground scene, but all those guys looked to him, And when you meet him, it's a shock because he's like a really small guy. He's like 4'10", 5'1", something like that, right?
Yeah.
But
I remember
his
when I first met him
presence is like you don't even realize it. It's weird.
This is the joke, the Thorn Spawn joke from back then when we first met Killjoy. It was at the Milwaukee Metal Fest. I already met him, but the rest of the guys hadn't. And he was sitting at the chair at the, I forget, the Necropolis booth, I think. And when he got out of the chair, he was almost literally the same height as he was when he was sitting in the chair.
Yeah, it's a shock because his work precedes him. Yeah, his work precedes him, and then you see him on stage. So he's like super tall up on the stage, right? But then when you're in front of him,
Well, the stage man can be so foolish, fooling. To people because it makes everything larger than life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was a good stage performer as well. Dude, that's why I need to show. I need to show some live shit, man.
Yeah.
I have some videos from like 2015, but they're like 15 seconds long because I'm like, I need to put my fucking phone away. And I do, and then I just don't record stuff.
I got some stuff I put in a little file here. Let's find it.
But I still have those videos like backed up.
Oh, you still got your copies of
Yeah.
them? Badass.
I just watch them every now and then.
Let's play something. Where is it? I know I had it.
You can hear Joe screaming. Yeah. Just like that.
Let's play one from their live DVD, the Necro Torture Sickness from 2005. I believe this is this lineup we just heard. This is Divine Art Tortures. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Divine Art Torture. Yeah.
this is some killer. This is like a fully fucking stage show too. There we go.
Props and all.
Yeah, lots of props.
With disgust and birds. Burning birds. Yeah.
That's
There
sick,
you go.
man.
Dude, it got so fucking see that gen. So they do it so excuse me, so heavy, man. It fucking rolls.
Yeah. And it's funny, Iscaria on bass next to him is like a David next to Goliath, man. It's like that guy's
Yeah,
really tall, he's right next to him. It's crazy.
Little Kill. It was kind of like him and Lilker too, He's like
Yeah.
a giant compared to Killjoy.
Sideshow Bob. I don't know why he looks just like Sideshow.
So, yeah, we're kind of getting into the later era. This is out, Phil Anselmo, and that whole lineup's gone. And this is like, when he kind of like started just revamping everything, right? This whole new lineup. I think this was the Norwegian lineup, pretty much.
Couple guys, yeah. It was the Goblins Be Thine, the Divine Art, and something else. I think 2-3 albums, I think.
Did they do Harvest Ritual too? That
Let
lineup?
me see. I'll
Kinda
tell you
seems
right
like it.
now. Yeah, because that's later.
Right here.
Yeah. Volume 1 lineup. It is, it's the same lineup.
Same lineup? So,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Fug, that guy Fug, and Fred Diablo and Iscaria on bass. And,
There you go.
Yeah, and Homeboy from Psy on keyboards doing that. Bee wee woo wee woo.
I watched the video and he reached out to Killjoy. Not that they
You mean back in the day, or
no,
like, for this
later,
stuff?
like
Oh, yeah,
on the
yeah.
internet, and that's how they hooked up. Yeah, he had been a fan for a long time apparently. At least that's how I remember it.
Yeah, I think it was perfect because it's like the Japanese horror. Oh, sorry, the Japanese horror scene, and they have really great horror movies. You know what I mean? The Japanese horror history movies are pretty cool, and both of them were big fans of all like the gelato Italian stuff.
Sorry. Look, I just have to show you this way. Can you see her? That's Jenna. And Killjoy.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh,
it.
right.
Yeah, there she is.
I think
On
I
the
kind of
inside
figured
of the
it
Harvest
out.
Ritual.
She kind of has a Wendy O's vibe to her, so maybe that's why
Interesting.
Killjoy was kind of fascinated with her because
That was his master plan.
yeah, he's like, well, if I can't have
Master
Wendy,
plan.
I'll have this. But
Hey,
before we jump too far ahead, JD, I do want to play something off of Cannibal Holocaust.
Please do.
Hell yeah.
Let's give the original lineup, or close to the original lineup, a send off. And with the track Cannibal Holocaust. So if you gotta take a pee break, this might be the time. Yeah. And you'll be a total poser like Fraser, so don't do that. Intro and everything. Yeah, how heavy was that? I mean, fucking crunching as fuck. Great keys. Did the whole
That's-
fucking movie soundtrack, basically, intro to it.
I was gonna say that is a great example of being fucking heavy without having to play fast. And trust me, I love speed, man. Speed kills, speed rules. I love grindcore. I love fucking turbo blast, fucking black metal and all that shit.
Sure.
But if you can't fucking shake the walls, it's just noise.
Yeah, you
I
still
like-
gotta get down that
like-
heavy crunch. I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
No, it's cool. I'm thinking about it, and back then, I used to do a lot of drugs, like drinking and just having
Yeah.
fun. I didn't get as bad as I wasn't shooting up heroin or anything, but I would kind of go to some really deep places in my inebriation, and I listened to a lot of this shit during that time. So that kind of heaviness, that like drug induced grit, like
Filthy.
that filth, that sleaze, I kind of like lived in that resonance for a while. I think that's why I liked this a lot, and like Autopsy.
All that filthy shit, man. Autopsy
Yeah.
does it really well too, and that's why Ravenous was so perfect.
And then having Killjoy on vocals.
Yeah, and
Yeah, perfect.
just
So-
just the way those songs like they kind of move around. There's tempo changes and riff changes that are really, really good. Like they're very, I don't know, it's clever, it's catchy, but it's still really fucking heavy.
Well, and it's coming obviously from people who are in it, as you would say, with the drug use and all that going on, and it's you kind of have to be in it to make that type of music, or it won't work. And those dudes are you've seen the videos of them hanging out and talking sometimes, and sometimes they're so fucking wasted. It's hilarious because you can just obviously see what's going on there, and they're just sitting around watching horror movies, getting fucking blasted. Yep, just fucking smacking away. But we had a new person join the chat, so no one said hello to Mutilating Blast. He was wondering who we were. So
Hey,
yeah,
Mutilating Blast.
Pues con la nuez, cabrón.
You asked who we were. I am Necron. I was in Thornspawn, Hod. Now I'm in Pius Levis. Was way back in Thornspawn when we were on Baphomet Records. That's
The
why I'm
true
doing that.
Thornspawn.
Yeah, if it was going to be the true. And of course, JD and Ellie have been involved in bands for a long time, but I would say Hexea is probably going to be prominent, right? Coming up soon. Is that correct to assume? I don't know. Shit.
I don't know. We're putting out a full
I don't
length.
know.
I'm just writing music. That's all.
Yeah, I've been in the
Just
scene for
writing
100
music.
years, but just what we're doing, what we're releasing is kind of getting a little more promotion, I guess, or whatever.
They're going to be on Hell's Headbanger, basically. That's their next full length. But you can get some stuff on Goat Throne. You got a split with Wolf
Tenebrous Aberrations, too. You can
Yeah.
get
And
them.
and you have the Road in Hell, right? Cassette. Are those still available? Can you still find them? I don't even know. I got mine. I'm good.
I think I have. I don't have any more
Oh.
cassettes, but I have some CDs. A few CDs left of of a Road in Hell,
We'll stack
and
like
a
that.
few
Okay.
Burn With Us splits.
Wolf Skull.
Yeah, all the vinyls are gone from the split. Yeah, but we'll have a full length out on Hell's Headbangers soon.
I think
yeah.
the artwork is like 80% done.
Yep,
Like now we got just a couple of
got all the
fine-tuned,
blood I needed.
Can
literally.
Is it who is the artist? Can we say or not say, or do we?
What?
It's up to you guys. But is it someone known,
Well,
or is it an underground artist?
Actually,
or
yeah, we can say there's a couple.
you got multiple people working on?
Yeah,
artwork?
we're doing the layout, but two pieces were from two different artists, right? So one piece was from an artist that goes by Deprab Arts, and if you look him up, you'll see he's very into anti-cosmic Satanism, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, like he naturally is inclined to draw things that fit very well with lyrical themes that I write about. So that's one of them. And then the other one, oh man, he's from Chile, and I can't remember his name. He has a black metal band. Ooh, that's bad.
Hey, it happens to me every time I get on here. I forget everything.
Yeah, they did 2 pieces. So, one's on the cover and one's on the inside. We're doing the layout. Yeah, we're almost done with the record layout.
It's gonna have real blood on it.
Yeah, we got that situated. That took a while, so.
Real blood on the album? Mm-hmm. All right, nice. So there you go, everyone. You got a little nice.
Yeah.
text
I mean,
update.
obviously, it's not going to be on every album, right? It's just a copy, but it's, was important that I put that on there.
Nice. So, damn, dude, we are at 2 hours. Want to play another live track?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hold on. Let me show you something.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to let me. Let me.
So, like, you were talking earlier about that other project that he had called Cabal. And Joe doesn't even remember, but he bought this for me from a friend.
Nice.
My friend was like, hey, she needs this. Buy it from me. And so, yeah, this is really good. This is, again, like, really, to me, it has a classic thrash sound. But it's got Killjoy's vocals. So to me, every time I hear Killjoy's vocals, it's very unique. You can tell it's him. But it isn't just thrash. It's got some other interesting elements to it. Yeah, just really good shit. But yeah, I recently got that, maybe like a year or 2 ago. And I had never heard of it until it was put in my face, because my friend, he knew that I am a Killjoy fan. So.
Oh, so that was like a total surprise.
Yes, I was like, "What's that?"
wow.
He's like, "No, dude, this is badass. Like, you need to have this." I'm like, "This better not be bunk." And he was like, "No, trust me. Like, it's really fucking good." And I listened to it, and it is really good. And you can actually listen to that
When you come visit us.
on Bandcamp. And then I have this one. I got this from
more.
Hell's Headbangers.
Let's see.
And this is, if I'm not mistaken, the last release.
Before he died.
Yeah, before he died. And it's a great tribute to Aleister Crowley.
This album is like 100 times better than like the last 2 Necrophagia albums. And those are pretty good albums, but this
Yeah,
album
I'll agree with
fucking
that.
slays, dude. Like, talk about a return to a
Yeah.
fucking zenith, man. This
Yeah.
album is great.
Poser
And so-
alert! I've never heard that.
It has songs
Hot
like one's called Loch Ness Rising, another one 93, like the current 93, if you know about that. Babylon, AWAS, Disciple of the Silent, Beyond the Grace of God. Great lyrics, great. Just the whole concept. It's great. It's cool that was the last thing he released.
Like completed, yeah, not like
Yeah.
yeah.
His voice
Completely.
sounds fucking filthy on that album, dude. Just a great production, too.
It's got a lot. It's got some black metal elements to it, but then it's still very much that Necrophagia sound almost,
crunching.
but not just that. There's just a lot of different elements to it. It's a great album, and I recommend it. I got that off of Hell's Headbangers, I guess back when it came out.
Strong recommendation. Get it.
Yeah.
Listen
Yeah,
to
I'm
it.
gonna
Jam
try
out
to
to
see
it.
if there's
Yeah.
something on YouTube we can jam out to.
100%.
I think there's a song called Babylon that's really good. That's on YouTube. Like, for a while, I think they only had like 1 or 2 songs up there.
Let's see what the little search comes up. No, that's not it. Black is Chasm.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of them.
Killjoy just odd. Yeah, it must have been his channel. Beyond the Grace of God.
That's a great song. That's on there too.
Which one do you think we should play?
Beyond the Grace of God.
Side B, towards the end of side B.
Either one.
Okay. I'm gonna do something real quick while we do this. Let me get this. It's gonna take a second. I'm gonna download it. Usually when I stream from YouTube, it just doesn't sound good, so I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you got to put that stereo thing and the equal. What the fuck is it? The audio settings. As long as they're set, they should be at
They
least
should work.
listenable.
Yeah.
What does it
Let's
say?
get
Yeah, stereo audio.
Age reach. No, that's an old one. I was trying to put some.
Loch Ness Rising, Skid Gore 666. Yeah, that's the first track.
That's the name of the album.
It's also the first track.
T-Bone Savage. Yeah, it is also the first track.
Yeah.
See, this is fucking awesome because this is something I wasn't even aware of. Fucking
So
great.
good. Yeah, it was kind of being promoted at like right when he died. So that's probably why you didn't get a chance to really hear it, because it got interrupted by his demise.
The demise. Yeah, that sucked.
Demise.
You know, I think it was his birthday just a couple days ago or something too, as well.
Yeah, like
Here, I'll tell you.
was it on the 2nd, or maybe right before October ended?
I think it was right before October. I don't know. I saw it pop up on my thing.
November the 4th, dude.
Yeah.
November the
so it
4th,
was-
you were right, dude.
It was what would that have been?
2 days ago.
Sunday maybe, or Monday. Monday. There you go.
Yeah, Monday. Pretty cool. 1969. And he died in 2018. March 18, 2018. Interesting.
Dude, that was such shocking news to see when I woke up, or whenever I
Yeah.
saw it. I was like, no fucking way.
I remember
'Cause it-
where I was. I was in San Antonio, Texas, at my friend Stephanie's house. I had done a vending gig. I had this little shop called Flesh Altar, and she invited me to vend at one of this like event she put together. And I opened up my phone in the morning, and that's the first thing I saw on Facebook. I was like, "This is fucking awful." Yep.
Yeah, I think I saw it too, and it was just kind of surreal, you know, like fucking Killjoy. Because even though, you know, we weren't as close as we were back in, you know, on the label, I swear we probably talked every year or two just on the phone, you know, for like a good 30 minutes, hour conversation, and then until the next time, you know, a year later or whatever. He, you know, because he was funny, he'd just call up, you know, and with a new number sometimes or whatever, so I wouldn't know, and I'd get it, and it's like, you know, he would just, you know, total Killjoy stuff. Does the devil rule your soul? And I'm like, oh. You know? And I'm like, oh shit. Fucking, I go, Killjoy.
Hey, what album has a track of him leaving a voicemail?
Got me, buddy.
It's like a track where it's just here. It's like please leave a message after the tone, and you hear. He just goes on, dude, and then
I don't remember what that
press
is. but
4 if you want to save your message.
and then it just keeps going.
Yeah, then it goes into some other song. It's not one of his albums, but he appeared on someone else's album.
I thought it was on one of these.
No, that's what was a trip, because it was someone else's band. Maybe it was an Autopsy. Oh, it might be. Oh, I know who it is. It's fucking Frozen Corpse stuffed with dope. Agoraphobic Nosebleed.
And that's Killjoy on there? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Agoraphobic Nosebleed. Frozen Corpse stuffed with dope. I'm gonna double check just to be sure.
Oh, look, Asher says it was called Machine Gun.
So,
Yeah, Agoraphobic Nosebleed. There you go. Wait, what did I just say?
he left that
A
message
corpse
for them.
stuffed with
Yeah, Agoraphobic Nosebleed. Yeah. Yeah, that's Killjoy. +7 if you want to save your message. It's fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh,
fuck
shit.
yeah.
Did you get that, Huxon?
All right.
We in the spirit?
Yeah, I've been. I'm like, I'm getting ready to play the shit right now. I had to download it. All right, let's check this out. This will be a first for me because I haven't heard this
Fuck
shit
'em.
yet.
Rules.
Here we go. Here it comes. What's up, Paul? I see you in the chat. Yeah, that was a really good vocal performance on that shit, dude.
Hey, I want to make a comment. So, Paul said, I was really late to getting into Necrophagia. It took years for me to get into Killjoy's vocals because I'm a poser. Listen, to me, there's two kinds of people in the world. There's that one guy who goes, oh, yeah, I used to listen to that, but, I grew out of that shit. And then there's a person who goes, man, I'm late to the party, but I'm here. I'll tell you who the real poser is. The one who stopped posing and stopped listening to the music after they grew up. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I used to listen to that. Blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean you used to pose and now you're done posing and you're back to being who you really are. It's like, that's different than someone who just gets to the party late. No shame in getting to the party late. We're glad you're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard what you're saying. Like
that recording.
how you get out of badass shit like metal?
I know, right?
You were posing. That's what it was. You used to pose and then you stopped posing and you put on your country hat or whatever it is you like to wear instead.
Your country hat.
I mean, I
that
know
recording, I thought, I think it might have been slightly different from what's on the record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean it's the song, but I don't remember it sounding like that. There was something about it. It almost sounded like a demo.
It could
It
be
might
the
have been.
internet, Stu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It was great. That song is great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to track that CD down and get a copy of it because it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Carl?
I already forgot. I think I was just gonna go off on
About the posing.
Yeah, people. Because I mean, all I was gonna say on that is I know like dudes who have to get out of it, not get out of it, but like cut their hair and got to get jobs and do whatever, but they still listen to metal. Yeah. They still go to shows and do all the other stuff. It's just they not like the long-haired maniac that they could be, but you could still be a normal fucking person and jam out all badass in your car or whatever, man.
It's not a fashion fucking game,
Yeah. Unless you're on stage. Oh, I will not.
Oh.
Looking ridiculously normal on stage. Yes, Paul. Paul saw Hot Live. That erases all his posers' way. I clinched them. I said, "You are clinched." 'Cause you saw it.
Man, I'm getting there, Mutilating Blast.
Oh, I think I have neurological problems
Don't
or like
don't
neck
let the hair dye
problems.
deceive you.
Dude,
I get all lose my balance and shit.
I can't headbang like I used to. I know that much. I have
Fucking room spins.
Yeah, so my head's spinning, the room's spinning afterwards. It's like, whoa. Being all fucking bloat.
I don't know how many times I've almost fallen over on stage.
On her first gig, which was a big old show, she accidentally inhaled a bunch of hair.
That wasn't the first gig. This guy doesn't know how to remember or tell stories.
Well, that was one,
maybe a fourth gig.
The second gig, maybe.
And yeah, I choked on my hair, and it got stuck in the little, what are they called? The machine heads.
On whose guitar?
It was stuck.
Oh,
in
the
bass
neck.
guitar.
Sam's bass. That was a
So
different
I'm
show.
like, no, it was the same show.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different show then.
That's because I was on drugs.
Yeah, you were the
and
one.
I
You were the
still-
one choking, not me.
Yeah.
I thought it was at the Grand Central Station.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
that show.
Huge fucking venue, dude. Big old stage. Like nobody knew who the fuck we were, dude. It was fun, dude. Everybody had a good
That
time.
was. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
what show was this? I've been to that place. This is in
Grand
San
Central
Antonio?
Station. No, there was one in the Valley.
There was
Oh,
one in
okay.
the
There was
valley.
one in the Valley.
It was
yeah.
the first band I was ever in with Joe, and the first time I ever actually did anything like that, ever.
I'm like, you can do it. No, she's like, I'm nervous. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Get up there. I shoved her up
drinking.
on stage and shit. It was awesome. She was like,
I was drinking a lot of Shiner Bock, and none of it hit me.
She was like Garth
I was-
Brooks or Garth
I was
Algar.
just there was so much adrenaline because I'm not. I don't know. I'm not.
She's an introverted person, and I was
Yeah.
like, talk to this giant room of people. She-
No.
Take over this room. Yeah.
No.
Like,
So, very few
so
words.
nothing. I said nothing.
Very few words.
The guitarist that was in the band, he used to be in Severance as a singer, and he was a great front person.
Front woman.
Yeah, and I'm not going to assume it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna assume his gender.
No,
He was a great front woman.
no. He was really good at that, and they knew that I was really shy, and it was my first time and everything. But that was nerve
fucking
wracking.
cool.
But the other story, yes, I was choking, and I, kind of wanted to vomit, but I didn't. I pulled it through. I was a mess. It was great. It was messy. It was metal.
She fucking made fun of the headliner. It was awesome,
Oh.
dude.
On stage?
Yeah, dude. She's like,
Nice.
hey,
It's
so
because they fucking suck.
yeah, that and they tried to
They tried
swindle us with
they
some.
tried to take our spot.
Try to take our spot. They were the headliners from California. I forget what they were called, but they would dress up like Cenobites, kind of like full outfits, real crazy.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Gimmick band.
Oh, wait a minute. Something face or something? The Pinhead band, right?
Yeah, they looked like
And they-
pinhead dudes.
Dawn of the Dead or fuck. It was like
I
some
think I
zombie
know
shit.
who you're. Yeah, with the pinhead look and the spike. Yeah.
And they had like the
Whole
fucking
suits and
trench
everything.
coats and everything, and it was terrible.
And
And
so
they-
we
they
played a
would-
show.
They would kind of get on underground tours, though, right? Or open up for like Possessed or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, it was a short-lived thing.
I don't know.
It was like 2004,
Well,
2006.
anyway, yeah.
Noelia
You-
grabs the mic. She's all like, "So y'all stick around. Y'all like that fucking shit?" Like,
No,
oh,
I was like, yeah, there's another band. Mike, I think Mike was like, oh, give it up for so and so. He said their name. They're gonna headline them. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, if you're into that horror shit.
Here's that horror shit, all drunk.
I was like, I was totally Jim Morrison out.
It was, yeah, dude, she was Jim
That night I
Morrison
was.
out, dude. She was all nervous. She just give me the mic, and she was pissed too because they were fucking with us, right? So she gets up there with like, she's
I was gonna fight.
You were gonna fight?
I was like, he was like, oh, we're going on next, or I don't know what he was. I was like, no, the fuck you're not. I was like, I just talked to the promoter. We're going on during the suspension show. Get the fuck out of the way. And
It's just think about it like this. Like, let's say there's 4 bands or 5 bands, something too long. 5 bands. To me, 5 bands is too many. But let's say there's 5 bands and the headliner is promoted, right? This guy's the headliner, blah, blah, blah. So you expect them to be last, right?
Of course.
They're the headliner. Well, then the headliner says, nah, we want to go next. Just kind of like willy-nilly. Like, no, we want to go next. And we were next. It's like, no, bitch, you're the headliners. You're going to go last. Everybody, if you play, people might leave after you play. So don't fucking trick the audience or make us have to work to pull everybody back in. Just fucking wait. Like, they're here to see you. Nobody knows who you are anyways. Just wait. No, we want to go next and that because someone was tired or some gay-ass, wimpy-ass comment.
I had that happen to me multiple times with bigger bands.
Yeah.
Who are the headliner, and you're supposed to be direct support, and then all of a sudden they're like, we want your slot now.
Yeah, no, fuck that. So Noelia just goes, fuck no, you were gonna. She just bulldozed you. You move, you gotta, let's go. And we were like, all right, we're going.
Yeah,
so
like-
we followed her. Like, we just went up on stage. We like pushed the other band members out of the way and started setting up our shit in front of them.
Yeah,
it was fucking
and they
Get the fuck
barbaric.
out of
Yeah,
They
it was
tried to
barbaric,
they
dude.
tried to intervene, and that's when I was
Yeah,
like,
dude. They're
I
looking
was
at this
like, you
little
need to
girl
get the
like,
fuck out of the way.
excuse me, ma'am. Move. It was awesome. No, it was
This
like
little
fucking strong
introvert
arm.
all of a sudden
Yeah,
like
dude.
whooping ass. Get the fuck out of here. We're
Dude,
next,
it was.
man.
We were like, follow her. Okay.
And
We all
also,
followed her. It was awesome, dude.
It was just more like I had more ammunition because they really sucked.
Yeah, they were a wimpy band. They were all gimmick.
some Slipknot type looking jumpsuits and
Yeah,
head look and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
screw all that.
they were wimpy.
Funny, dude. Yep. Been in
I
that
don't know, we
boat
got
where
into
they,
that.
oh, I'm sick or I don't feel good. Can we play before? I'm like, dude, people, no. Fuck no. I ain't putting up with that shit. All right. So here we go. Here's some live Ravenous from 2000 Metal Fest in San Bernardino, California. I forgot. November to December in California, not
2000?
San Antonio.
2000?
2000, I believe. Yeah. And this is live, so bear with
Sick.
me. But check out how they fucking bring it, dude. It just fucking rolls. There you go, man.
Me and Joe used to cover that song at the end, "Perverted Before God,"
Oh yeah.
as a two-piece. Yeah.
Down, down, down. That was
I
heavy.
learned how to play and sing. Like I was learning, and that was a song I would cover.
Oh shit! So that was like the beginning stages, covering that.
Yeah,
song?
yeah, like learning covers, and like we also did like Sodom, like Outbreak of Evil,
Dun, 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 dun. Those
and
are
Keep My
perfect
Grave
songs.
Open. Yeah,
Very cool.
they were slow. Well, not an Outbreak of Evil, but those Ravenous songs were slower, and I really liked it. They were fucking heavy.
Yeah, they have a definitely heavy vibe to them. Anytime anybody asks like us to do covers, I'm gonna keep it simple. That's why I did like Sodom, Sepulchral Voice, and the Misfits. I'm like, okay, I'll do a cover, but it ain't gonna be some complicated shit. I want to play something that's fun.
Yeah, especially when you have a time crunch and you're doing it for a show. It's like, hey, what's a quick one we can put together? Let's go.
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
not
want to.
gonna turn it into a labor. Fuck all that.
Like with Bulldozer.
Oh, that one was a little complicated.
when we would cover Bulldozer in the beginning, it would be a whole thing. Like they would have to tune differently, and
See,
No,
that's
no, no, no,
no.
no. We had to do that for the album, but no, we just played it on our tuning.
Live, you just played it.
Oh,
That's
it was Blood Ejaculate Chaos that you guys would have to.
So, Blood Ejaculate Chaos was is our first Hexea song we ever did,
yeah,
and it was a tribute to Killjoy.
yeah, it was.
So
actually,
Hexea is tied to Killjoy. I don't know if you knew that, Carl, but like this band is around as one of the pillars. Is very inspirational for like
Yes,
the
that's
energy
kind of-
is Killjoy. Yeah,
That's why I wanted you guys on this show.
yeah.
I
And our first
felt
song is
something like there's some connection there going on.
yeah,
our first song,
Blood-
Blood Ejaculate Chaos, was almost it's like our tip of the hat to that band. It even sounds like them a little bit too.
yeah. Like it, if you listen to it, to me, like the riffs aren't that complicated, but they're catchy and they're kind of punky. But yeah, when I was writing it, I had like this idea in my head of what if I did something that was kind of like, because you always see like dudes doing the gore thing and being like the menace or the predator, and I wanted to do that with that song. And others, I do it with other songs too, but yeah, that song was like a direct like homage to him.
Like intentional.
It wasn't meant to be put like on an album or anything like that. Yeah. It was just one of the first things that I released, and then
20
Well, we wrote it-
22, 21?
21, I
21?
think, or 21 or 22, but it was like the very first song I wrote in 2019, and Joe helped me flesh it out and pretty much just like
The first song she wrote for Hexea. Like
Yeah.
we've been doing music for 20, 30 years. Like
forever.
Yeah,
we're just
yeah.
talking about this
That
band.
band.
Yeah.
Um,
Torso.
that's on the demo though, right?
Yeah, it's a one song EP. It came out as a
that-
single. It's
I was
it's
trying to
it's
find
it's
it on my-
download only.
Yeah.
My
it's-
iHod, I don't have it on here. I have everything else but that one.
I have
Yeah.
mine on my
It's on YouTube.
Just play it. Play it through your thing, Majig, there, dude, if you can.
A lot of people like, I don't know, I don't even know how they did it, but they're like, they got it and they posted it with High on Demonic Possession, because we released it like that, I guess. I can't even remember. Yeah, we released those two together, like right before Road in Hell. And
'Cause-
people ended up with it on their YouTube channels, and that was cool. I was like, oh wow.
That's always fun, right? When you see your shit pop up on different things
Yeah.
you didn't expect. Like, oh wow, fuck yeah. All right, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
got it.
All right, let's hear it, because that's what this show's about. Trying to, people who are influenced by it as well. So let's hear it.
Never
those drums right there, that's all Ravenous shit, dude. That's all Necrophagia, Ravenous. 100%. There you go.
Fuck, dude. Yeah. Flat
Total
off the
total
bat.
worship.
Now it's obvious, right?
Total worship.
I'm saying right off the bat, fucking whooping ass, fucking awesome, dude, killer shit. But yeah, so there's that definitely Necrophagia vibe in that jam for sure.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, obviously not Seasons of the Dead, but more the later era.
Yeah, the Phil stuff or whatever later, but
Yeah.
Killjoy liked like hardcore and punk and all that too. He was a big fan, so I think he brought more of that in Necrophagia with the second version of the band than the original. Because Seasons definitely just metal. I don't hear any punk rock or anything in that one. It's pure metal.
Right.
But then once Holocausto de la Morte came out, it was like
Yeah.
yeah.
What's
I
that
hear
guy's
it
name
now.
again? Wayne what? Farber was his name, the drummer?
Did
That
you see
guy, man.
what they said in the chat? I think it was Spirit World, or he had his legs, had to get his legs removed for diabetes or some shit.
Who? The drummer?
The
wow.
drummer,
Wayne?
Yeah, I forgot who said that. It was Justin or Spirit World or one of you guys, or Travis maybe.
Yeah,
Who said that?
Fabra. Wayne Fabra.
Yeah. Yeah. See. Yep.
Thank you.
That would suck.
Gorelord. That was another Baphomet release. I'm wondering, were you in Gorelord? Just questioning because you seem to know.
Well,
something
wasn't Gorelord a one-man band? That guy Fred Diablo or Fug or one of those?
I know he joined Necrophagia. The dude from
He was the guy in Werdulok. That for sure.
Voodlock. That's it. Yeah. I get confused.
Yeah, well, I know, but you know what? You're right. I think that was the Norwegian era where you had a couple like Ascaria on bass and I forget who else. I think he was in that lineup also. Yeah, damn. I need to know answers here.
Yes.
Let me see. I got it right here.
Okay, he was in Graveyard. Wayne was in Graveyard, Rodeo, and Christ Inversion. Here we go, Evan. Man, that's a fucking
man.
nightmare.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow. Getting old, dude.
Well, he was also a big guy, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You know who he looked
Big.
like? Tell me if you guys have. And you know what? It's a perfect scenario. Carl, you tell me if you've heard of this, and anyone in the chat, let me know if you've, or if I'm the only person. There used to be a photo or an ad or a joke or somewhere, but it was a photo. It was a guy who looked like Wayne, a real big, bald, big mustache, big burly man, and he had a shirt on that said "Smoke, crack, worship Satan," and he was just like smiling all wild, and it was just a picture of the big fella with the fucking "Smoke, crack, worship Satan." Anybody ever see this?
This sounds really familiar.
Because I think it was in a magazine or
Yeah.
some magazine or maybe Pit magazine or something like that. But Picos had it on his wall, and I had seen it somewhere else, and someone else had mentioned it in a joke, like here and there. So I know it's been around, but I wonder if it's. I don't know. I wish I
if
could
it's
find
them.
somebody else. Yeah, like can somebody tell me if you've
Confirm
seen
this?
that picture?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
smoke,
great.
crack, worship Satan. It's a fucking big white letters on a black shirt. Yeah. He looked like a Karnov. Remember that old game Karnov? Some old video game. You were like this
No,
like
you got me.
fire blow. He'd blow fire, and he was like a chubby dude with big old Arab pants and shoes and stuff. Karnov. It's an old arcade game from like the late '80s. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's. I think I've seen that, dude. That sounds really familiar.
Yeah. Fug. Fug was in Gore Lord. And yeah, Fred Diablo. My bad. Fred Diablo was the guy. One man bad. There we
Okay.
go. Okay. Yeah.
We in the spirit world. Noelia is the Phil Anselmo of Hexia. What?
I don't know.
How dare
What
you?
is that
I don't
about?
know.
How dare you? Is that a diss?
I don't know.
man.
Spirit world.
I
That
don't know how I
might
feel about that.
get a wrench taken away.
I mean, I do
Time
like
out.
an SG, and I did learn how to palm mute on that thing, but I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that, sir.
Oh, okay. He's cleaning up his statement.
Oh yeah.
I try to ignore that's Phil Anselmo playing.
Now you know what?
I say it real
But
low.
but no, you know what? Fuck it. Like
Nah,
I
those are
am
good riffs.
totally love Phil Anselmo more in that era than pretty much anything he's ever done. And actually, for those of you who are interested, when he left or when Necrophagia got the next lineup, that lineup that was there, they started another band without Killjoy. That band's called Christ Inversion. So it's like Necrophagia of the
I'm kidding. We in the spirit.
yeah, the Cannibal Holocaust and all that stuff, all those badass songs like Embalm Did I Breathe and all those. That lineup created a different band without Killjoy. Christ Inversion, check it out. It's good.
Okay.
Same
No, I
drummer.
I mean, yeah, he's Phil Anselmo, but in Necrophagia, he was Anton Crowley, so he's a different person. I don't know. I mean, hey,
he wasn't trying to
whatever.
be the front man.
He got Killjoy to come back out, and fucking bring Necrophagia back, and
Yeah.
Can't be mad at that.
you really can't be mad at that in the big picture. All right, let's jam some stuff. Word fumble here, some stuff off of Divine Art of Torture.
Cool.
Blasphemy of the Body. Let's check this out. Play. Now it's giving me a hard time. Let's not. Hold on. Here we go.
God is not here with us now. There is only the darkness here. And your death.
Yeah.
injustice and inhumanity, and torture and anger and hate. I believe in murder. I believe in pain. I believe in cruelty and infidelity. I believe in slime, stink, every crawling, putrid thing, every possible ugliness and corruption, you son of a bitch! Have I helped your unbelief?
All right, there you go. See, that's how you do chugga 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 without sounding like slam dork fucking shit. That was like this crunchy fucking heavy chugga chugga chugga. And I think you are correct. Exorcist 3.
Yeah, 100%. Extras 3 fucking rules. That's one of my favorite movies.
And I also like that art for the Divine Art of Torture. Wasn't that the famous monster artist guy that? I'm going real old school here, but I think he used to paint all the covers and did some album covers too back in the 80s. So yeah, and of course, yeah, Coffin Joe.
Yeah, I actually watched a Coffin Joe movie the other day on Shudder.
Thank you. This Basil Godgos. I have no idea how to say that last name. Do you guys?
Go-Go's?
Go-Go's. Francisco's going to show up.
His favorite.
The Go-Go's.
Francisco will appear.
Some Go-Go's?
This album, it says, was recorded in Trondheim, Norway.
Throdheim. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I remember him calling me and telling me he was all excited that he's going to have Coffin Joe on the cover. He was like...
Oh, another flex?
No, yeah, I guess it did sound like that. But I was going to say he had like a... it'd be like Fraser getting a call from James Rivera or something. He was just so excited. And he had to, yeah, Coffin Joe's going to be on the cover. He's one of my favorites and blah, blah, blah. And he had to, I was like, who's Coffin Joe? He had to explain to me. I didn't know. The flexing hour. Dun, 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 dun. Show's over.
That's a good one.
Those are my flexes.
That's a good one.
All right, we're going to be winding down, dude. It's been 3 hours. I mean, there's plenty more out there. There's plenty of Frank and Joe were great friends. Awesome. Yeah.
What? Like Frank and Coffin Joe?
Yeah, they knew each other. You remember
The
him
hell?
telling me he like talked with them and everything.
Wow.
Damn, wasn't he in one of the videos or something at one point or help? I can't remember. My brain is foggy. But yeah, he knew the guy. They were friends. Fucking like I said, dude, Killjoy fucking knew everybody. I was like, what? He knew Wendy O. He knew. He told me, God, I wish I could remember some of these conversations, some things he would say, and he wasn't flexing. He was just talking, like, well, yeah, and then blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait a minute, what? What'd you just say? You knew that person? Yeah, he was
passing.
fucking Yeah, he was fucking connected. He had his shit, man. So, but yeah.
Well, he's gonna be never forgotten, man.
Yeah.
He fucking ruled. He made a real big impact in his life, and like I was kind of saying, is like he attracted a lot of people, man. Like, and he was only himself. He was his own character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't like grinding the world, trying to be something or someone else, or
Yeah.
riding onto someone else's coattails.
No,
None of that
always
shit,
about
man.
him, yeah.
That was
It was
another
always
thing
him.
I really liked about that. You got that sense that he was just like creating his own thing, doing his own thing, and you know, other shit was going on, other things were happening in like black metal and death metal, and he just stayed the same, like, but
He didn't have to change.
I don't know.
It all came to him. He didn't have to go
Yeah.
to it, you
Yeah.
know? It's very cool.
Like, it didn't stay the same, like, you know, Season of the Dead the same, but just that whole, like, motif and the themes and the horror and all that stuff.
Death metal, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Death
that
metal.
always was there. I know what you mean. Like, he never lost that part of it. It was always about death and zombies or black magic and sorcery or something was always a part of
Yeah.
it. But it was always evil and heavy. You're always going to know that, you know. Dude, we almost had fucking John McEntee on tonight, but he had to take a flight out today, or he would have done the show with us. That would
He could have had some kick-ass stories, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do a part 2, and I can
Cool.
arrange, you know, get that arranged a little better. 'Cause I gave him like a day notice. He was like, "Hey man, I would have totally done it, but I'm on a plane." I'm like, son of a bitch. That's what I get for being last minute.
Cool.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that too. He was his collection too of shit was insane, man. His horror movie collection and all that.
Yeah,
Cool
you would
shit.
see photos of his, like, his collection, because I used to have him on MySpace. And he had, like,
MySpace.
we were MySpace friends.
Yeah,
And,
everybody was, yeah.
he had a bunch of pictures of himself, like, with his huge, like, DVD collections, like, insane DVD collections, and he had a lot of Halloween decor.
Oh yeah,
Halloween all year long.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's, you know, like most metalheads, it's Halloween around the house pretty much all year. No, you know, it's just kind of normal in that world. All right, guys. Well, I think we covered what you guys were up to. Any shows before we go? Oh, I know
Yeah.
a show. I got a flyer for it too. Necrowolf made it. Because we're gonna promote the shit out of this. Joaba Unfest in Houston, Texas. You got Dark Angel with Frazier, Burt Baccarat. ETD's first live show. That's gonna be awesome. And you got our guest Hexea, who will be performing live. You heard their shit here.
Oh.
And you got my band Pius Levis will be on the bill as well. That's dun dun dun. January 18th, $5 show.
$5.
No excuse. No
Okay,
excuse.
I mean, come on, people.
Oh yeah, Burt Baccarat coming from Hasta la Chingada.
Yeah. Where are they? What? Rhode Island or Manhattan? I always get confused. They're from somewhere like that.
Over there.
Massachusetts.
Hey, I'm pulling up a picture. I also want to share as
All
well,
right,
but
cool.
give me a second. I gotta find it.
Yeah, we got a show coming up the Friday after Thanksgiving
There it is.
in Brownsville, Texas, at the Kraken Lounge. Yeah, so we got that going on.
Here, wait, hold on. I'm gonna show them the picture, so that way we can. Here it is. One more click, and this other click right there. That one there. Boom.
All right, let me share it.
All right, this is Hexea's next gig. So we're playing with all these bands. I really, really recommend you check out these bands that are on this bill. South Texas extreme music, man. It's evil, satanic, magical, brutal, fucked up music. Sangre Impura, Blood Shrine, and Comaniac's more of like a thrash, like an old school
Rip and
Exodus,
thrash.
like fuck yeah, rip and thrash
Oh,
stuff.
wow. Okay, cool.
They're kids too.
Yeah, they're real young, real happy. Like, yes, new
Yeah.
bands, new blood, yes.
Nice,
You know?
yeah.
So, and then Mind Eaters, they're old school friends of ours from Raymondville, and I produced their album. They're one of the bands that came through here, so you can check them out. Mind
That's
They're
a heavy
fantastic.
lineup, man.
Yeah, they're fantastic. A great brutal death, like death metal, blackened death metal, but more on the
Cosmic death metal. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's fucking. It's real like.
There's
fucked
like
up.
like dissonance in
Yeah,
it,
a lot of
and
dissonance.
just kind of like these moments of what is the word I'm looking for? Like drone, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fucking heavy.
With
I don't
fucking drums going.
like like a lot of death metal, but I really like that band.
Yeah, they're worth. They're a psychological horror, and at the same time, they're really good drummer. Anyways, and Sangre Pura is also very much like a perverted ceremony kind of
just bestial
war metal
Bestial,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
Sangre
good.
Pura, great bands.
Same thing with Blood Shrine in that
Blood Shrine's
neighborhood as
fucking
well.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, they played in Houston with us one time, and then so come on down. It's gonna be Pico's birthday. That's what we're excited about playing that day. It's pretty cool.
5 bands, right? Is that what I'm counting?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because a band called End It All just jumped on the bill.
Oh, okay.
They're a new band. I've never heard them yet.
Actually, End It All is Jamie, Jaime Hassel,
Yeah.
and
Another guy.
no, Ray from Terreno. It's like Terreno. It's like Chito and
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Irving.
Irving Reyes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, Irving. Okay.
Yeah, they were.
Cool.
They put a band together like it's new. Like they started jamming and
It's gonna kill then because
Yeah, they
those
sound
guys
like-
have had bands in the past and they all fucking
those
ruled.
guys back in the day, Jaime Hassel and Chito, they had this band called Black Lung in Brownsville, and that was like one of my big introductions into D beat. That they were doing it around here, and it was just like a real black and raw D beat. It was great.
Yeah.
I would always try to go catch them, but it's like an hour to get to fucking Brownsville.
Yeah, so that show is going to be in Brownsville, Texas, which is like blocks away from that Killjoy. Remember all that shit that happened back in the day? That whole satanic cult, death cult.
Yeah.
We're playing like
My
down the street from that.
eyes. Yeah.
We're playing from down the street from that, and that's it's always a trip playing there. That's where I used to live, anyways. But yeah, that's all South Texas bands, and then we're like an hour north of them, so that's how south they are. They're southest.
Yeah.
You can't
So
go
you-
any more south than them.
You guys will be the widows, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're west.
Yeah.
Technically, we're west. We're not north. Okay.
You try to clean it up.
Hey man, we got Reynosa right there.
Yeah, that's right, man. What the fuck?
Like 5
Yeah.
minutes away.
Yeah. Anyways,
But yeah.
that's what we got going on, and then it's January 18th with you, my friend.
That's gonna be a
Yeah.
fun time show, dude. I can't wait.
Hell
to play
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So super stoked.
Be practicing tomorrow night and making
Same.
new songs.
Same here.
Same here.
Same here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Thursday night's our jam night now. All right. Thanks, guys, for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. This was fun,
Yeah.
man. We love this
Good
band.
show.
Hell yeah.
Good show. Good time. And I knew you guys would be the perfect guest. I just had a feeling. All right, man. Thanks.
Cheers, man.
Later.
Good night, everybody.
See you in hell.
All right, there you go. The fucking awesome guest. And we'll go out with a. Let me do this. I like this look a little better. We'll go out with another live track here. Let's see here. What do I have left? Let's do Blood Freak from St. Vitus in Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn, New York. 2016. I believe this tour. And then we'll be out, man. Fucking thanks, chat. Y'all rule. Here we go.
You can have your lab inspect this note as much as you want, but they may never discover what I already know.
And what is that, Mr. Crumb?
You find that crazy typewriter, and you'll have your kidnappers.
What is light without dark?